Hello, everyone. Welcome back to What Businesses Need to Know Right Now. I'm Nettie Owens, your host. I help high achiever business owners reach their biggest goals without burning out. And today I've brought a special guest with me, Kinga Incze, who is from Hungary. She is the, excuse me, I just swallowed something wrong. Founder of Mediaspace.global and the founder and CEO of White Report Global. She is a media expert for over 25 years. And what she does is she's created an independent social platform for professionals in media, marketing, tech, and regulation. And this platform is meant to help facilitate and foster new opportunities and collaborations, something that I think is super important in business. So I'm really excited to have her here with us today. Welcome.
Hi, Nettie. Thank you for having me.
Well, let's just jump right in here. Media is blowing up. You know, it's been on this upward tick, and every day, you know, it becomes more and more clear that the way people want to interact is through videos and sound, music, images. You know, a presentation that just includes words is almost ignored at this point. So tell me, what do you feel businesses need to know right now about media and adding media to what they're doing?
Well, that's a super important and super comprehensive question, I suppose. So very briefly, I think that one thing is that the whole media and the borders are blurring. So it's even legally, there are traditional media, broadcast media, publishing, and there are online platforms, but indeed that this is a cross-media reality. And I think it's very important to keep in mind that media is about communication. So the more interactive and more personal, even for brands and businesses, the better.
I'm curious, you know, you founded this space, Mediaspace.global, just recently. What was the motivation for that?
Well, originally we had mainly professional and connection motives. Very specifically that we had and still have a cross-media business intelligence service started in Budapest, scale up to London. And we organized roundtable conversations with diverse group of professionals like analysts, lawyers, competition lawyers, media lawyers, online platforms like Google, publishing companies, and so on. And what we found was that these people don't really talk to each other because we all live in our professional bubbles. And in order to improve things, which means business improvement, business development, new regulations, new frameworks, we just need to understand the others. So originally that was the reason why we started to develop Mediaspace.global in January 2020, before the pandemic. So that was a professional and connectivity issue. But obviously, as the pandemic hit, it became even more important for professionals to find ways and spaces to have a more interactive way to communicate, because everything is pretty one way in the professional space since we are in the digital environment.
I think you're right. You hit the nail on the head. You talked first about these blurring lines in media in general, and then, you know, needing to have conversations and get people out of their siloed spaces, collaborate and connect. So it started really with these mastermind or conversations, a roundtable discussions, and you took that then to this platform. Did you see an uptick when the pandemic began as people moved into this space to interact in your platform?
Yeah, absolutely. That was amazing, because originally we had an idea how to launch Mediaspace, how we invite people. And what we found was that leading professionals came first. So 70% of our members currently are senior professionals, business leaders, regulators, and so on. And somehow it was an organic process to understand what we thought that theoretically the opportunity was, that this is a global market, because we know that Google and Facebook and some other companies are global and everyone speaks about the global opportunities. But in the business-to-business space, it's very physical and local, or it used to be. So you went to events once a year to maybe for an international event, but that was all. Otherwise, you just did your work in your basic circles. And that might be international circles, but still it was not that global, huge opportunity that became clear to everyone that this is already here. And I personally meet a lot of people online because we have partnerships with very different organizations, companies, and so on. And it was amazing to, when I did the first partnership with the Global Advertising, International Advertising Association in New York with someone who I never met in person, then I understood that this is what we were just dreaming of, and that's already here. So this is, I think, the upside of the pandemic.
I would agree 100%. It's really given, I know personally, I can say it's given me the opportunity to connect, to consider connecting with people I might not have before. You and I met on LinkedIn, and here we are having a conversation across the globe. So what are you finding are some of the challenges in developing this platform, in media in general? What do you talked before about some blurring lines, what are you seeing as the challenges in this space right now for you?
I think our challenges are very much the the general challenges for small businesses, including startups, because we have limited resources to grow. We have to scale obviously quickly. We have to find revenue sources and pivot what is working, what is not. And for us specifically, the big opportunity to create a global platform, a global space for professionals, and according to our calculations, it's like 14 million professionals in media, marketing, technology, and regulation who could all meet up at media space. But still, we have to reach them. We have to talk to them in different segments and different localities, because despite the global opportunities, obviously there are the local cultures and languages and everything. So I think these are the main challenges. How, if you see a strategy, then how you fundraise, especially if you are a startup, or if you're a small business, how you get the the money to invest into your maintenance or growth. How you can talk to different audiences when it's really a huge audience. And for example, we found a few really easy solutions that we are talking to different regional hub leaders, potential hub leaders who know the local culture, the local language, so we don't need to. And it means that this is like a global system for different professional hubs, and that's one way for us to move on. But obviously, as soon as we have more resources, then we will try out different strategies as well.
So what I'm hearing is the same kinds of challenges that confront every business are challenges that you're confronting, and that's both. I find it reassuring. We're all in the same boat here, and the biggest thing is to get more eyes on what you're doing to bring people together so that we can work together to solve the challenges that we're all confronting. This has been fascinating. Thank you so much for joining us. If people are interested in learning more about MediaSpace Global, what should they do?
Simply sign up, mediaspace.global. That's the domain name, and find out. This is free. and you can connect, find new opportunities, and stay up to date.
Excellent. Thank you so much. If you really enjoyed this presentation, and I hope you did, please comment below. Let us know when you've signed up for mediaspace.global. I know I've already taken care of that, and I'm looking forward to the connections that will happen there. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much.